Okay, so welcome back to the final part of this series, Working with Nate Skelly. And today we're going to wrap up talking about something that is not going to be found on an investment chart or in a spreadsheet, and that is what is the real value of working with a financial planner who understands your values. So far, I've listed a lot of quantitative values of working with a financial planner, investing smarter, saving on taxes, planning out income and retirement, organizing your finances. But I would say perhaps the biggest value, the greatest value that you can receive is not qualitative or is not quantitative, but is rather in qualitative terms. And having a person who understands what is important to you, can talk you through really big decisions, somebody who has your best interest in mind. So, what I want to do is walk you through a few examples of ways that we have helped clients by going deeper than just numbers on a financial statement. And the first one I want to talk about is that we understand that money equals emotions. Money is not just numbers. It's not just figures on a financial statement. It's tied to our hopes, to our fears, to our families, to the things that are most important to us. Jesus said it best, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. And that's why the biggest value of a financial planner isn't just in the math, it's in the peace of mind that comes from knowing that you're not alone in this journey. And when you can sit down with somebody who understands your financial picture, but also how you might be feeling about a certain situation, you don't just get an investment plan, you get confidence that you're making the right decisions for your situation. The second one would be helping you to avoid the big mistake. If you go back to episode 186, I believe it is, I talked about the importance of avoiding the big mistake. Many times, the biggest impact a financial planner can make isn't just in finding the highest performing investment, although it's nice if we can put our money in things that are likely to do well over time. It's about helping you to stay grounded when the headlines are screaming, when we're tempted to act out of fear or on the unknown or chase something risky. And so a trusted financial planner can talk you through a really scary market drop or keep you from chasing the latest fad when everybody else seems to have been striking it rich. Sometimes the best return on investment is the mistake that you didn't make. Third, I think it's important to have a steady hand when life shifts. And life will shift. Life has seasons. I've clients that have lost a spouse, that have lost a job, that have had to move across the country. And so, maybe the market takes a dive right when you are getting ready to retire. Maybe there's a sudden health issue or there's family changes that you just did not plan for. And it's in those moments that you don't want to be Googling, what do I do with 401k? Am I going to get hit with taxes? You want to have somebody that has a steady hand, somebody that knows you, that's already familiar with your situation, and is able to give you an informed answer that fits and aligns with everything else that is going on in your life. Number 4 is aligning money with mission, or we could say purpose. Planning isn't just about protecting you against risk, or again, about just finding ways to grow money. It's about joy. It's about purpose. It's about meaning. It's about seeing your money line up with the things that matter most in life. And so maybe that's giving generously. Maybe that's taking a trip with your kids or your grandkids. Maybe that's helping fund a ministry at your church. It could be a myriad of things. When money and mission connect, finances become less about stress, they become more about freedom, they become less about avoiding the negative and more about embracing the positive of the great things that money can do if we use it as a tool and not as just as a goal in our life. And that's where a financial planner can help unlock those possibilities. And then fifth thing I would say here is that shared values matter. The part that makes it personal is values. When you work with somebody who's on the same page with you as far as your values and the things that matter to you, you don't feel like this is a transactional situation. There's a real partnership. There's two people who are pulling in the same direction. And that's why we don't want at Financial Pathway for advice to feel transactional. We want it to be aligned. And that matters when you're making lifelong decisions that affect your retirement, your legacy, your family, and all these things. So here's the bottom line. The real value of a financial planner isn't just in the investment performance, it's in the human connection, it's in the accountability, It's in shared trust. So if you're looking for more than just a money manager and you want a long-term guide, I would invite you to explore working with Nate Skelly and Financial Pathway and see if we would be a good fit to work together for the long term. Thanks for watching this series. Hope it's been helpful. Have a great day.